Hey, hey, everybody. It's me, Amy. Are y'all here? Are people here? If you can type in the chat that you're here, that would be great. Happy Sunday. I have a list of things I'm going to talk about. Here it is. Let's see. I was just watching the sci-fi channel Harry Potter marathon, and we were having a good time. I'm like, oh, I got to tear away from Harry Potter. It's okay. It wasn't my favorite books. That was the Goblet of Fire. They'd already finished that one. I'm going to say hi, everybody. In the chat. I'm going to start the chat. We do have some people here. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you. Let me know who you are so I can say hi, do shout outs. Hi. I was going to give it a couple more minutes for people to show up. Hi, Rose. And then we will, and then I'll get started. I'm doing good. How is everyone? We had I had pretty quiet weekend, nothing crazy. Hi, Mary. Hi, Vicky, Tabitha, Tina. I'm not sure how to say your name. How do we, Mommy Brea? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'm probably not saying that right. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it right. Hi, Catherine. Very quiet weekend here. We had company in town, one of my husband's friends, and so I just oh, you made the channel a long time ago. You're like, I haven't been able to change my name on the channel. Oh no, Brea. Hi, or Bree. No, Bree. Got it. Bree. So I just took the kids shopping yesterday. I was like, well, do you want to just do some shopping, I guess? So we went to the mall. We have a mall up in Huntsville. So I went there, and then I've been not done much this weekend. I cleaned the house on Friday, so I didn't have to clean. So that was good. I like not having to clean on the weekends. So I know we'll go ahead and kind of get going. So I know that I talked about I want to talk about the future of sweet tea, which is um, I have a tentative release date for Southern Surprise. I know those of you who are fans will be very, very happy to hear. And that is just because I always release on Sundays, and the way it's going to work, it's going to be March 2nd. So I know that still seems like a ways away, but I'm going to work on that in the next few weeks and get it edited and get it out. So I know all of you are really, I know all you have been waiting very patiently, and I thank you for being patient on that. Hi, Mommy Rella. I thank you for your patience on that. So I'm going back to that. And I know some of you who are channel members probably at the Cauldron Keeper level, if you've been following along, they get chapter drops. So some of you probably read some of the book already, because I've been able to drop some of the chapters, though I was kind of caught up to where I am, and I'm starting back full force on that book tomorrow. So yes, I should have that done in a few weeks. Okay, yes, I have news about that, Catherine. So Southern Surprise, 1st of March. And the other thing I wanted to say about that is I wanted to give you a little bit of teaser of what is in store for them. I think a couple of years ago, I sent out a Google form just asking people, what do you want to see? What plot lines do you want to see? What interests you? And I'm always willing to hear what plot lines people want to see too, because there are a gazillion plot lines out there that I've probably not even thought of, I'm sure. So I know one of the things people wanted to see was the three cousins, Pepper, Amelia, and Cordelia, all expecting at the same time. And that is one of my plans to do in a book, to have all of them at some point expecting babies. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think that would be very funny and just so fun for all those characters to do that. Um, it is. It's somebody threw it in one of those Google questionnaires that I had, and I thought that was a great idea. And I can't remember who said that. It was a long time ago. So yes, that's one of the things. Does anyone have any questions other than about audiobooks, about um, Sweet Tea, or about anything else right now? Any books that you have questions about? Anything that anyone's dying to know? Oh, that's fair. Oh, wow. Mombi, I'm gonna be asking you, for for your advice on that. I bet that was a lot of fun. Do I prefer sweet or unsweet tea? I actually prefer unsweetened tea. I used to drink I drank sweet tea for a very long time, all my life until, I don't know, 8 years ago or so, I switched to unsweetened tea, and I've never gone back. Sweet tea now is just too sweet, and I like unsweet tea. How about book 3 for Seven Sisters? That I have a title, I have a cover, and I am gonna start on that as soon as I finish Sweet Tea. So, I'm gonna start on that in March. I don't wanna give anything away about that yet. I wanna hold on to that. I'm gonna start that in March, and then that I'm hoping to be released in August. So, book 3, Chelsea's book, will come out in August. Fingers crossed. Romances take me a little bit longer to write than, something like Sweet Tea. And then in for Christmas, I have a Christmas novella planned. And I think it's gonna be The Fourth Sister, or we're gonna throw in a cousin. I'm not really sure, but I think it's probably gonna be Dallas's book. So I have a am I gonna be no, the Get Witchy with the event in Salem. No, I don't know anything about that. I'll write that down to look at that. Does that happen in the fall? I imagine around Halloween. Yeah, but I've never been to Salem, and I know people love Salem, and I know Salem is very busy around Halloween in September. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. Is that a big write? Is that a writer's thing or no? Oh, thank you, Rose. That's very sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Or is Get Witchy with It just sort of everyone? Oh, it is an author signing event. I'll take a look at it because I don't have any author signing events planned, so that might be a good one. What else? Oh, I really don't have a lot to talk about, but I do have big things to talk about. So the first big thing was Southern Surprise, March, and the next thing is audiobooks. We want to know about audiobooks. Yes. So one of my things that I'm doing this year is I am getting more audiobooks produced. Hollis is going back into the studio um, in February. So next month, she's going back into the studio. So I've got her lined up. And I've also had another narrator do we're starting on the Magical Renovations series as well. So I've got that going too. Um, so yes, Hollis is great. I just like her as a person too, but I love her as a narrator. So Hollis is going to be going on. I've got Isabella Tugman just did the first book in that series, Witcher Upper, and they're going to go on YouTube first. They're not going to go anywhere else first. They're going to be on YouTube. I will put them on Audible later, but YouTube exclusively YouTube. So that's how I'm going to do those for the first few. I'm going to see how it goes. And on YouTube, if you just buy as you go for members, it is for members, and at you get it for basically 60% off. Because if you bought it on Audible, you'd be paying a lot more for it, but I'm going to charge like 60% off on what I'm going to do. And it is for channel members at the Supreme Sorceress level. And at that level, you get at least 6 audiobooks a year. That's not the only thing you get. You get weekly chapter drops when I have them. So the next Seven Sisters book, as soon as I start writing that, every week I'll be dropping chapters. I'll be dropping a chapter on the book. So by the time it's written, you'll probably have read quite a bit of it. By the time it's published, you'll get that. And I do. And then at that level, you also get character art. At that level, you also get puzzles and games that I have made up. And then you also get 2 Google Meets with me a month. Thanks. I didn't know you can do YouTube. Yes, you can do YouTube for audiobooks. And I have a lot of my audiobooks on YouTube already. And a lot of them are free. A lot of them are absolutely free. And eventually these will be free. It's just to be a little bit later. So don't fret. I know membership is not for everyone. That's okay. I know people are on fixed incomes. I totally get that. So it will trickle down. They will eventually be on Audible. They will eventually go to non-members. It'll just be a little bit later. If you want it now and you have to have it now, membership is something you might want to think about. And like I said, as soon as I start this week going back into Sweet Tea as well, chapter drops for the next Sweet Tea book are going to happen on Mondays. And as soon as I start book 3 of Seven Sisters, chapter drops will go. So you'll get those chapters. Oh, you're very sweet, Catherine. Thank you. So I did want to let all of you know that. Yes, 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 yes. Audiobooks are coming. I've got, like I said, Witcher Upper is up now. Hollis, I've got Hollis booked for 3 months straight. So you're going to get at least 3 more Sweet Tea books, but that's not going to be all you're going to get because I'll get her back in the studio for a couple of more months this year too, so that we can get out as much as I can. So I'm going to be toggling between Sweet Tea and Magical Renovations, getting those audiobooks out because I know people want them and I've been very much a slacker on them. So my apologies, but I'm trying to focus on that. I think as an author, it's easy to just kind of ignore a lot of the other stuff when you're like, just do it up, like write books, just write books, just write books. But no, I know there are so many audiobook fans, and I know a lot of you that's it. That's how you listen. That's how you get your books, just audiobooks. So, and that's something I'm trying to pay more attention to because I know it's important to you. And I want you to have that because I don't know, not everyone can sit and read. If you travel a lot, if you're in your car a lot or on a train, you just pop in an audiobook and it's a lot easier for you. And I have a little visitor in here asking me what I'm doing. She's 9 years old. And she walked right by. What are you doing, Mom? Catherine likes to read and listen. That's awesome. I'm just a reader. I'm a very slow reader too. I have a friend who reads a lot very quickly. And I'll say, oh, I started this book. And she'll have started it. And a week later, she's done. I may be a third of the way through it. Oh, Cassie loves Seven Sisters audio. I'm so glad. I listened to a lot of actors and actresses for that, and I picked who I thought was the best, and I'm glad you're loving them. I'm glad you're really loving them.
Hello.
Briar, you just want to come say hi?
No, I'm good.
Okay, she doesn't want to say hi.
No, because I'll spread my brain rot disease.
Okay, so no, yeah, so
brain rot disease.
That's the big stuff I had. Whenever we do this, I always give away memberships. That's just a given. I always do that. And I always give away at the Cauldron Keeper level. And Cauldron Keeper level is like, at that level, you get audiobooks earlier than other people, earlier than the general public, but you're not going to have Witcher Upper yet. You get the character art, chapter drops, you get the puzzles and the games. There's also a chat room, a Discord chat room that I'm on. I try to get on and get in there. There's not a lot of people on there. I think some people have had problems with Discord. I think some people find it really hard, and then some people have no problems with it. And I can't help anyone. I can't help anyone get into Discord and do it. So, do you have to be a member to get the current audiobooks? No. There are already some audiobooks on YouTube. You don't have to be a member to get those. You get them. They will roll out to you eventually. And all the audiobooks that are on YouTube right now are also already on Audible. It's just the new ones that I'm doing. I'm not gonna put on Audible first. They'll be out later. It's just YouTube exclusive, members exclusive. Let me get let me get into YouTube and see if we can do some do get those gift that to y'all. Let's see. And it's like I have to go do two different things to do this. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I have to. Let's see if we can. Let me see if I can get the channel member. Give some memberships. And I've done this before, and every time I'm like, how do I do this again? And eventually I'll figure it out. And then everyone will probably be like, we're going wrong. Like, no, no. No, it literally used to be right, like right here where I could do it, and I don't see it. No, no. What is the members you were talking about? I'm talking about, hold on, let me close out some stuff. I'm talking about YouTube channel memberships. I have YouTube channel memberships for people who really want audiobooks and who want audiobooks early. They want audiobooks without ads. That's how you get audiobooks without ads. And they want more things than that. So, like what I was saying earlier, is I do chapter drops, weekly chapter drops when I have something for people to read that no one else gets to look at. And there's art and other things that people get. No. Oh, that is it's like letting me give myself a super sticker. I don't wanna give myself a super sticker. I wanna give away memberships, which is what I've done before. I'm so sorry. We might not be able to do it this time. I might have to do it next time. I might have to go back and look and see how, because I did do that before. Because I know Mommy Rella's been on this before, and I'm sure you've seen. I promise I've done this before. Now I can't figure it out. Does anyone have any questions? And the next time I can figure it out. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I found it. I got it. Okay. Okay. And then it pops you up. It just tells you, it's just totally random who it gave it to. This Wendy, Pipper Lily, Karen, Angel, Stripe, T Cat. YouTube was being difficult today. I totally agree, but we got it. So congratulations. You've got channel memberships. It lasts a month. And the great thing about channel memberships is cancel at any time. I mean, you don't have to keep having it. If you just want to try, if you want to get an exclusive audiobook for 1 month and then just cancel it, you can do that. That's no big deal. So congrats, everybody. I'm so glad you got channel memberships. And you just go and enjoy those. And I don't know if all of you subscribe to the channel, but I do a lot of community posts. And I also tell you when things are going to drop. Like if new audiobooks are coming, I'll tell everyone so that you know. I'm always Rose. She's always replay crew. No, you're good. Be replay crew. You're totally fine. Totally fine. No worries. No worries. None at all. Um, but if it's something y'all are interested in, drop I'll drop the link in so you can take a look. See if it's something you're interested in. If it's for you, then that's great. If it's not for you, no big deal. Because, like, you know, it's just one of those things here. You can check them out there. Um, Rose, welcome to Supreme Sorceress. Look at you, Rose. Welcome to Supreme Sorceress. Thank you, Rose. And Rose has now access to um all of it. You can watch Witcher Upper now too, or listen to Witcher Upper, whatever you want to do now. So let me know if you have any problems accessing that, and I'll be sure to get that fixed. I see that, Rose, you're in. Congrats. Thank you. Um, so check them out, see if you're interested. But I'm here either way, right? Whether or not you're a channel member, there's still audiobooks, there's still books, there's still a lot. I'm still here. I'm still sending newsletters every week telling you what's going on, and trying to stay on top of everything because that's just how it goes. Oh, Sue. Oh, Sue. Thank you first for coming in, for dropping in from the UK. I know it's very, very late there. So thank you. And I'm so sorry about your dad and your dogs. I'm so, so, so sorry. And I'm honored that that my books gave you some that you're able to escape a little bit and they gave you a little bit of happiness during such a hard time. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry for your loss. That's really tough. Um, I didn't get on here planning to cry. Just dab my eyes a little bit. Um, but I do really appreciate you dropping in, Sue, all this time. I really appreciate that because it's really late there. So thank you so much for coming in. I'm going to put Sue on the hot seat because it is so late. Sue, do you have any questions? And because it's so late there and it's like a big deal. So thank you. If you have any questions, ask me questions, y'all. Ask me whatever you want. I'm here. Oh, Cassie gave hearts. If anyone else is joining late, if there's anything that you have a question about that I didn't go over or that you just didn't hear the answer to, drop it in the chat. That's Leo the pug. He will defend you to the death in his little 25-pound body. But he will also love you to death. And all he wants to do is lay on the couch with you. If there is a couch and a person is on it, he is right there. We had the guest come and he just decided to sleep in, like, we have a sunroom and we have a couch out there, and he decided to sleep in that couch. First thing we know, next morning, Leo is sleeping on that couch with him. Mommy says they're about to have a big freeze in Texas. And yes, we are. It's cold here too. It's very cold. It's not supposed to snow here though. Snow's going to miss us. It's going to go farther south, which is kind of weird for Alabama. Like it's going to go southern Alabama where it never ever snows. So, Mary Gray, congratulations. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Welcome. Catherine loves pugs. Catherine He is great. If you want a pug, we love him, but he would be a good dog for you, Catherine. We love Leo. Leo is very sweet. Leo is very protective, though. There's a lot of barking. And I'm like, Leo.
Can I have the rest of the chocolate? Yeah!
It's no school tomorrow, so everyone's full of energy.
Just remember, always have Riz.
Yes, did you hear her? She said always have Riz. Charisma? Riz. That's what that means. Oh, Vicky, that's very sweet. Once you start my books, you can't put them down. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Someone tell her what Riz is.
I did. I told them what Riz is.
No, they need to tell you what Riz is.
Oh, 9 degrees tonight. Oh my gosh, that's cold. That is cold. That is cold. I don't think it's going to get that cold.
The caricature of the earth?
No, I don't think it's going to get that cold here tonight. I think in the teens, maybe in the teens. Mandy, that's a sweet name for a pug. I got accepted Snowball. Go Rose. Go accept your Snowball challenge. Faye, Good with the Faye had me cackling. Thank you. I think about that book a lot. I had thank you. Thank you for getting your whole group to read it. I'm going to tell you this about Faye. I lived in that book so much, and you could probably tell from reading it. I had a really hard time after that book stopping thinking about that book and going on to the next book. I'd never had that problem before, but I really had a really, really hard time putting that book, like putting it away and stopping and thinking about that book and writing the next book. How to Outwit a Wizard took me a really long time to write because of that, because I was kind of it was like a rebound. It was like being broken up with, and you're so sad, and you don't want to go anywhere, but like suddenly there's this rebound right here. You just jump into it, but you're not ready for it, and you have to kind of work your way through it. It's exactly what it was like. I had a hard time getting out of that book, but I think I've kind of figured out how to not have that happen, or at least find a faster way to get out of that. 9 degrees, going to get to 4. Where are you at, Vicky? That is very cold. -5. Catherine, I've thought about another Faye book. I don't know. I love Faye. I do love some Faye. Doing your reread of Fourth Wing. Yes, because that Onyx Storm is coming out soon, right? Any day now? Next week? Isn't it coming out like next week? You are welcome, Mary. Thank you. Tuesday. That's what I was thinking. Coming out really soon. Ooh, y'all stay warm. All I gotta say is y'all stay warm because it is so cold out there. Yeah, it's gonna be a cold January and February, I guess. I don't know. I wonder if the groundhog will say there's gonna be 6 more weeks of winter. Probably, the way this winter looks. Near the end. I know. Sometimes people get upset about Phelan and what he does at the end of that. I mean, it all works out, but yeah, I know. I know. I broke everybody's hearts, didn't I? I broke my own heart. I broke my heart. I broke their hearts. But there's an HEA, so that's what matters. But I felt like, and I'll just say this: I felt like they had to do that. We had to go through that. I had to go through the emotions, the emotional turmoil to get the big payoff at the end. So, you were mad at me. Wait, I don't think I read that right. You were mad at me. Yeah, no, I got that a lot. Yeah, but we all had to go, but like I said, had to go through it. They had to go through all that. My heart was broken too, if it makes you feel any better. I know. I know. You're fine. Yes. I know. He did do that. I know. But yeah. I don't think he couldn't not have done it though. I guess is where I was coming from writing it. Like he had to just go ahead and just be horrible. In my mind at least. I guess probably a reader would say he didn't have to be so horrible, but I just wanted to take him there. And take you as the reader there too. I guess that I wanted you to go on that journey too. I wanted your heart to be just as broken as their hearts were. But I guess I did my job because y'all were mad at me and at him. So I guess it worked. Well, if there isn't anything else, yes, it wouldn't be if you didn't send us. I know that's how I think too. Wouldn't be a good book if you didn't go on a roller coaster of emotions, if you didn't go through the whole thing with them. Thank you. I love the rose and the wedding bouquet. Yeah. I think I'm gonna put that in every bouquet. When I release the information about the title and the information for the 3rd book, which is coming. I just wanna get Southern Surprise out first before I do anything with that. Once I get that, I may come back and ask y'all's opinions about a couple things because I may need a couple of might, ask y'all what you think about a couple things for the 3rd book. So, be sure to check your, newsletters because I probably will because I have kind of um, a daunting task ahead of me with that 3rd book, but I don't wanna say anything else about it until we get there. Well, if there's nothing else, oh, yes, she would do that. I thought you were going to use the invention to save her in the end. That is a really good point, and I didn't think about that. If I'd had you as an ARC reader, as an early reader, you probably could have pointed that out and said, "You should do this instead," and I would have said, "Oh, that's a really good way to bring it full circle," but I didn't do that. I didn't Next time, I'm gonna get you to be an early reader for me. But, um and I am serious about that. I'll get you to be an early reader for me, Mombi, so that if there's something like that, you can bring it back in full circle and remind me, because that's a good idea. It's just when you're writing it, when I'm writing it, I don't think about those things. Sometimes they don't occur to me. How do we get on your Discord? It's for, let me show you who that is. When you join, it's through channel memberships, and it's the 2.99. What level is that? That's at the 2.99 level. So when you join at the 2.99 level, you get information about it. There's a link that you get. You should get that link and it'll take you right to the Discord server. And that's where it is, and that's how you get there. Um if there's nothing else, I'm gonna let y'all go. I will see y'all next time, and hopefully I'll have more news or updates. And I hope you have a great night. Everyone, please stay warm because it is so cold out there. I'm so glad to be here. I love chatting with everyone. I hope y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for showing up, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.